Are you filming? Mm-hmm. Here we go. Bump coming up. I'm not going to go through life just purely making money and have no fun. On the other hand, you can't come to work and just have fun and not make any money. Though it isn't going to work. So with that, I have always looked at the return on the investment is the investment that I've made in the employees. I think that's the cornerstone to our success.
When Scott first came to us as a management group and talked about the possibility of moving out here to the Parkway, he drove us all out here.
Everybody was a little skeptical. It's a different part of town, different side of town.
And it was a kind of a wasteland.
An absolute pigsty.
I thought he was crazy with where the car business was, with where the banking industry was.
I knew what our overhead factor was at the time. I knew how much it was going to go up with the new facility and the new property, and I had many sleepless nights where I'm going, how are we going to pay for this? Were we really going to be any different in this new location than we were in our old location?
At the time, it felt strange and like a complete shift.
And I told the employees before we went to come in on this thing, I said, if we're going to go and make this move, and we're going to carry on the same shtick to the Parkway, I'm not going.
And not only are we going to build this amazing dealership, but we're going to change everything from the ground up. We're not going to take what we have at Mission Street and move it to the Parkway.
He said, I'm not sure what that means. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to get there, but we're going to get there and we're going to do things differently once we're out on the Parkway.
I thought he was nuts. I thought he was totally crazy.
You know, it's tough, if not nearly impossible, to change a culture, especially when you've been in a location for as long as we have been.
I just knew in my heart, I knew in my head that something was there, some way we could get there, and it wasn't going to come from me.
And so we hired an outside company that has never trained a car dealership before. They'd trained hotels and Disney, Four Seasons, Ritz-Carlton's, places like that, Master Connections Associates. And they came in and started meeting with us and said, here's our plan, here's what we're gonna do, here's how we view culture and customer service, and we think it can fit for the car business.
Going from a car dealership to more of a business that's in the hospitality industry.
We start with simple things, with greeting people, making eye contact, smiling. Simple things that I think we forget when we get so caught up in technology.
Part of the process is saying, what kind of tools do you need to improve this customer's experience? And they said, we need decision-making power.
The company relies on me every day to make decisions that are best for the store, for Capital Toyota and our customers.
They trust me to do what I'm gonna do. They trust me to do my job. It makes you feel like you're wanted. You're part of the family.
And it really brought, and this sounds crazy, the family from sales to the family from Capital Toyota. For 109 people, we're now family, and not just individual departments.
Looking at ourselves now, we really view ourselves as in the hospitality industry, maybe more than we're in the auto industry.
And that's what we've done with MCA. We have actually gone and transformed our employees' thought process to more of when you're checking in to a Four Seasons hotel.
Started out with doing a thing called daily lineups.
Well, good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Good morning. Awesome. Well, standard of the day. It's the responsibility of each employee to create a teamwork environment and lateral support so that the needs of our customers are met. It's not my job is never, ever in our vocabulary.
Every department meets every day And we go over one of the vision, values, or standards, celebrate people's birthdays, victories, talk about little notes, things that might be going on in the dealership.
The managers, they're usually there too. And so they'll a lot of the times take note to things that you need.
It starts off your shift on a happy note. That's the intention of it. A little bit of a rah-rah. Let's be excited. Let's carry that enthusiasm into our interactions with the customers.
Happy birthday, Tom!
I think the more successful employees you have, the more commitment that you've got, that's the return on the investment that I'm looking for.
With that attitude change, it makes the processes work a little bit better, things go a little bit easier, and everything is on the rise. It has been for the last 3-4 years.
You can tell that the people who work here enjoy working here, and I think that translates to customer service and hospitality.
The employees have a sense of ownership, enjoy coming to work every day. They come in with smiles, they share that with the customers, and the customers see that every day.
Our employees have contributed in the last couple of years over $100,000 in employee contributions to the United Way.
Somehow all of us collectively, whether it's $5 at a time or whatever, came up with over $100,000. I'm super proud of it.
Their generosity in giving and being a part of the community. I can't think of another dealership that's more involved.
We committed to the change. We hired an outside company to help us modify our business model. So we went from good, and we were good, and we went to great. I can't just be great. We just can't stop there. There's more growth that we can do. So now we're going to go from good to great, and from great, where do you go? To remarkable.
I don't think we know exactly what remarkable is. We didn't know what good was. We didn't know what great was. And we've gotten there.
Next stop, remarkable.
Next stop, remarkable.
Next stop,
Remarkable.
Remarkable.
Capital Toyota is now on the road to remarkable.
And we're going to do remarkable on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Remarkable!